Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles put out a list of the 5 states and the specific types of licenses that are now going to be considered invalid here. They're from Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Rhode Island, and Vermont.
What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Now, we've had over 20 truck drivers send us about this topic and just wanted confirmation if their CDL was valid in the state of Florida. Now, if you do not recall, Governor Ron DeSantis is pushing hard to kick out illegal immigrants. And there was a whole thing about truck drivers wanting to boycott Florida because of it.
Florida law is that you have to be here legally to be able to be employed. That's been the law for forever. And so when we have something like an E-Verify, that's a tool to make sure that long-standing Florida law is enforced. And I think that that's important. You can't build a strong economy based on illegality.
And so this is part 2. Now, it is a law in Florida that in 5 states, there are driver's licenses that will not be valid in Florida. And those states are Vermont, Hawaii, Rhode Island, Delaware, and Connecticut. But people were getting scared because truck drivers were like, well, I have a CDL from Rhode Island. Am I going to be okay, or am I going to get a ticket, or is Florida going to see this as a invalid driver's license? And the answer to that is no. The reason why is because there's a specific driver's license they're looking at, and it's for non-federal, identification. And I'll actually put a picture out right here so that you can see that. If you have a non-federal identification driver's license, then 100% that is valid in Florida now. And why is it invalid? Because those type of driver's license actually do not get a background check to see if you are a American citizen. So that's the reason. So for CDLs, you're going to be okay. I mean, everything we do, all the rules and regulations we have to obey by are all federal anyways. So to get your CDL, 100%, they know that you're legal to drive. So no concerns there. Mutha Truckers, comment down below. Oh, what are your thoughts about this, though? Since we are on the topic of this, do you think it's a good thing that he's banning those type of driver's license that basically don't have a background check to see if they are a illegal immigrant or not? Mutha Truckers, comment down below.
So Florida law is that you have to be here legally to be able to be employed. That's been the law for forever. And so when we have something like an E-Verify, that's a tool to make sure that long-standing Florida law is enforced. And I think that that's important. You can't build a strong economy based on illegality. And I think if you look what's happening at our southern border, part of the reason that's happening, yes, primarily because of Biden and his recklessness of opening the border and causing a lot of damage with the drugs that are pouring across, the fentanyl, tens of thousands of people dying. You have criminal aliens coming into our country. You have people on the terrorist watch list coming into our country. It's a total disaster. Part of the reason, though, you're seeing those numbers is because people feel that there are carrots to be able to come, that the U.S. isn't going to enforce its laws, that states aren't going to enforce its laws. And I think if you want a secure border, yes, I've said, let's build the wall. I will send my guys that built the Pine Island Bridge to the southern border to build a wall. We'll do that. And there's other things that need to be done. But part of the idea is, I think, what people have found is, and there's people coming from all around the world going through that Mexican-U.S. border. What they've basically been told is, if you come illegally, you're going to get like a piece of paper to come to a court date 3 or 4 years into the future. So then just go into the interior of our country. How is that serving as a deterrent? And so I think in the state of Florida, our laws have been long-standing. They are what they are. And I think that when you're living by that and enforcing that, I think we're stronger as a result.